Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. So I want to just get right into it. First of all, I'm getting messages from people, questioning me believing this woman, this spiritual reader, and the things that she's saying and the things that other people are saying around her. Now, first of all, I want to say this first. Mo chose this woman. She did not choose him. Okay? That's number one. He was going to her before he even died. So it is natural for him to go back to her after he passed. So people are wondering why she just popped up out the blue. It's because that's who he chose. Okay? Then they're questioning this woman saying, well, why didn't he tell you who killed him or who set him up or anything like that? It doesn't work like that. If you've watched Ghost or, well, just look at the picture with Ghost in there with Patrick Swayze. He couldn't come right out and tell her who all was involved with the setup. He learned it as he went along. Okay? He could give out bits and pieces of what he knew, but they had to put the pieces together to find out who all was responsible. Okay? Now, I want to break down the spiritual advisor. First of all, back in the days, they used to burn witches at the stake. Like, witches didn't even want to, show their powers or everything, or things that they're being spiritually divine. They were scared to show that back in the days because they would get burned. Okay? And it's somewhat similar to now. When this woman popped on the scene, everybody just started getting offensive toward her. And then there's somebody on their video, they was like, oh, listen to what she said, because people were sending her all kind of messages after all of this came out. And she was like threatening them that she would put a hex on them or anything like that. I'm going to explain that as well to you. Now, first of all, I study Greek mythology and I study numerology. Now, I went to some of the books that I have, and the first thing I looked for was moles, because she has a lot of moles in her face. And if you look up moles and you got several moles all over your face like that, it could mean, and I want to pronounce the word right, it could mean malignant, melanoma, I'm not good with names, but Manala, y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'll spell it for you. Melanoma, okay? So, normally when you have a lot of moles like that, it could mean that, especially when you have several ones, it could mean that skin cancer, eventually you're going to get skin cancer when you have all those moles. That's why they test those. There are two kinds of moles. Those are the flat moles, and then they have the raised moles. So she had the raised moles. So due to the fact that she has the raised moles, like I said, it could mean cancerous, or it can mean other things like spiritually. Okay, so when I looked that up, I went to the Greek mythology. There is a goddess named Melano. Wait a minute. Melano, something like that. This Greek goddess is the goddess of ghosts and spirits. Okay? Now, she was in charge of all the sacrifices that's offered to the ghosts. Okay? Now you want to ask yourself, what can you sacrifice to a ghost? Why do ghosts roam the earth? Especially when right after they just passed. They cannot get out what they want to say anymore because they're no longer human. They're no longer in a flesh. So they can't flesh. I said flesh. They can't get out what they need to say. So they go to psychics, mediums, so that they can talk with their loved ones through them. But they can't just all and out say everything that they need to say. It comes out in bits and pieces. You have to put them together. Now, she said these girls, the girls that Mo was last with, the night he spent the night at the house, she says the girls contacted her. Okay? And like I said, Mo chose her. She didn't choose him. She didn't call him and say, I want to do a reading on you when he was alive. He contacted her. Okay? And apparently he believed in those kind of things if he was going to her in the first place. Now, whether you believe these things or not, it is a known fact that mediums and psychics, they have even helped polices with cases and things like that. So, it's not a surprise to me that he would go to her. Okay? Now, the reason that she got all hostile and everything like that, it goes back into this goddess of ghosts and spirits. This is a ghost that is feared. I mean, this is a goddess that's very feared. She's pretty much ruthless. Like, if she's in charge of the sacrifices offered to the ghosts of the dead, then she has to be, okay, she has to be, well, how do you say it? She has a temperament about her that's not no pushover, and when she feels threatened, then she lashes out. That's what this woman did. Okay? When everybody was coming at her, leaving her messages and all of this, and she just lashed out and started snapping. Okay, this is what you're dealing with right here. Okay? Now, and people were saying, oh, Mo jumped into her. No. No. It might have something to do with this Greek goddess. And mind you, this Greek goddess, her father was Hades. Okay? And you can see that with all the chaos that's going on right now from him getting shot. They are burning down businesses and everything. Someone said that one of the people that, you know, was against him and everything, the people that he didn't get along with, her baby's mother business just got burned down. So that's where the Hades and the chaos is coming from. Okay? So this goddess of ghosts and spirits, this person, when she lashes out, she basically is the ruler of hauntings, restless nights, nightmares, madness. And you can see when that lady snapped. That's why. That's what that came from. Now, the reason that this reading occurred is because Mo wanted it to. Okay? This is all being played out, just like the Kanika Jenkins case, but it's a little twist to it because you have this woman in here. And like I said, this woman in Mo has history because he's went to her before. Now, ask yourself what this goddess gets from offering ghost sacrifices. Okay? What does she get from it? She gets divine favors. That's why she can see and read and do all of this, is because when she give back out what the ghost want her to tell and where he want her to stay, she get favors back from that. Now, this also puts you in mind, was this a sacrifice? Because this is bringing up the goddess of ghosts, and she pretty much is in charge of the sacrifices. Okay? So, was he a sacrifice? Could be. Time will tell when everything comes together. But this is why I came to the conclusion that I came to. This is why I believed her. Some psychic people, I don't believe. I don't believe all of them. But this woman, when she was even talking, one of the comments on there, this lady said that she got chills when the lady got mad. I got chills too. You can't reach people like that if you don't have a gift. So that's all I wanted to just put out there. As far as numerology, you can break down his birthday. It's sixes all over the place. If you flip the nines, he was born 5/31/1993. That's what I found. That's what he was born. I always do my numerology by times. I don't know how everybody does that, but I does mine different. 5 times 3 is 15. 1 plus 5, there's your 6. Or your 9. Okay? 6 times 1 is 6. Okay? The 31. Then you go to the 1993. You still have that 6. 6 times 1, 6. 6 times 9, 54. That's 9. Flip the 9. There's your 6. Okay? 9 times 9. 81. 8 plus 1, 9. Flip it. Keep it the same. 9 times 3, 27. 7 plus 2, 9. Flip it. All those 6s. He could have been a sacrifice. All of those 9s, he was a good guy on top of it. Now, that's why I believe this woman. Now, I'm going to go get some rest. And hopefully, people will start questioning why I believe her. That's why I believe her. So please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching.